There is a type of fox in the world, born with a two-tone coat, one side light, the other dark. Its tail possesses immense power, capable of nearly altering the very laws of nature, making it incredibly precious. When the tail is plucked, it transforms into light, taking on a human form. Those who consume the tail will develop a deep affection for another person, even to the point of letting go of old grudges. Even a father's killer can be forgiven without hesitation. Whenever this gray fox appears in front of people, whether it's for its valuable fur or its magical tail, it is captured and exchanged for wealth and status. This gray fox was captured by soldiers, who intended to present it to the commander's wife in exchange for her protection, hoping it would allow them to retreat safely from the front lines. At that moment, the frail Jack approached the captain, asking him to release the gray fox. The captain, enraged by Jack's audacity, slammed a bowl onto Jack's head. Blood began to pour from Jack, but he didn't flinch. Instead, he calmly told the captain that if he could defeat him, the fox would be set free. As the captain, he couldn't turn down such a challenge. So, the two went to the edge of a cliff. Jack covered his eyes, signaling that the duel would result in a fall into the abyss if they failed. The captain, confused, asked, "You're willing to risk your life for such a creature?" Jack stared at the gray fox and replied simply,
同样是一条命，我觉得值。
So, the captain also blindfolded himself. During the fight, the captain quickly realized Jack was no ordinary opponent. With a swift kick, Jack was sent to the edge of the cliff. Just as the captain lost his footing and nearly fell, Jack grabbed him, saving his life. Reluctantly, the captain agreed to Jack's terms and let the fox go. From then on, the gray fox never left Jack's side. However, war raged on. Jack, stationed at the military camp, buried the bodies of fallen soldiers every day, many of whom were his closest friends. As he watched them buried in the yellow sand, he made bold vows.
总有一天，我要变成最厉害的侠客，那时就可以回过头来保护曾经如你一样的无辜弱小，让他们不用再面对乱世的绝望。
But one drunken vow was remembered by the fox for a full 40 years. After 40 years, the gray fox, having trained diligently, transformed into human form and ventured into the world, searching for Jack. Eventually, they met, but Jack was no longer the noble swordsman he once was. Now, he held power, commanding armies from the top. The gray fox looked at him, spoke the first words of its 40 years of training.
我终于能做你的兄弟了，随你去每个有趣的地方，一起。
But Jack simply replied with one word, kill. In his quest to eliminate rivals, Jack ruthlessly slaughtered innocent civilians, and the gray fox finally realized that the Jack who had once been a hero with a noble heart was long gone. Later, Jack's countless crimes led to his death sentence. The emperor ordered his execution. To save him, the gray fox severed its own tail, the symbol of its life, and fed it to the emperor to spare Jack's life. Yet, the gray fox didn't stop there. It traveled to the mass graves where Jack had once massacred civilians. Enduring unbearable pain, the fox swallowed all the vengeful spirits, preventing them from becoming vengeful ghosts that could seek Jack's life. Before the spirits were consumed, they angrily questioned the gray fox, "Is this how you want to die?" The gray fox's response mirrored the words Jack had once said 40 years ago.
同样是一条命，我觉得值。